Hello and welcome back to the Liberty for Philly podcast. I'm Mitchell, that's Jared, and it's episode 13. I can't believe it's already been 13 episodes, and we got basically our resident guests, Ben and Alec. How are you guys doing today?
We're not moving out anytime soon either. We're doing great.
That's great. Once again, as we always film this on a Saturday or sometimes even Sundays at some points, but it's mostly Saturdays. And the Phillies are on. Definitely not going to be worrying about the team that plays later. Like, they're like, nobody cares about them. Yeah. Everybody cares about your Philadelphia Phillies, who are one game under. Are they 2 games or 1 game under 500?
1 game.
1 game. 7 games under 500. And the NL least. And yes, I'm going to call them the NL least because literally we are the lowest division.
You tried. That's not even a word.
We're the national least.
National East. There you go.
Yes. So far, the star signing of the New York Mets, Francisco Lindor, has not remembered how to hit a baseball. We are. I'm just talking about how the NL East is the NL East.
Oh, okay.
Francisco Lindor cannot hit a baseball. He sees rats and raccoons. And the Nationals, I don't even know what's going on with them. And Austin Meadows just hit a home run. Yay, Phillies!
Woo! Yay! Austin Meadows, former Pirate. Urinating trees, not salty at all. Nope.
And it's a 2-run home run.
Scoring out 2-0.
Yeah, he's batting .226.
Come on, man.
All right, well, on that note, that ball traveled 401 feet to right field. Wow. And it was because of Roman Quinn.
Wait, to straightaway right field or to like the corner?
Just this homer to right field.
Okay, well that's not. Yeah, well we'll see the video later.
We'll see the video later. But anyways, with this Phillies team, Spencer Howard has looked amazing. Yet his arm is getting there. He'll get there at some point. But Ranger Suarez, I think, is a very underrated.
That was a great outing on Thursday.
Ranger Suarez is a perfect swingman. Like Spencer Howard and Ranger Suarez on a pitching day, with how great they've been pitching so far this year, will be a great addition. But I still think this team needs to trade for an outfielder and another rotation arm.
Oh, I can actually say that since the game was on YouTube on Thursday, but I finally have watched the full Phillies game from start to finish for the first time this year.
That kind of shows how the Phillies are doing when Jared just doesn't want to watch.
No, it's not that I do. It's that whenever I do turn on, they proceed to prolapse every time. So that's more the case. Like I still listen to the game, but they don't prolapse as hard. But like on WIP, shout out to Scott Fransky, doing a great job as always.
Yeah. So with the Phillies, let's just go around and make our early predictions of what do you want them to do at the trade deadline, and what do you think they will do? What will they do though?
Okay, now that's a prediction.
Yes, I predict
want them to get Gallo. Oh yeah, by the way, you saw Sixers Twitter. By the way, off topic, they're like, oh wait, I forgot who it was. Oh well, but they're saying like, 'cause another superstar is going to Philadelphia. So yeah, please, stat my neck. Let's put it that way. Anyway, but the Phillies, I'm hoping they do something about the bullpen as usual. Maybe get a 4th, 5th starter and an outfielder. That's definitely what I want.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you. I really think they should grab Joey Gallo and put him in left field or center field in replace of McCutchen. I do believe McCutchen is. I think Odubel Herrera right now has earned his place. He has.
Well, before Thursday, by the way, Roman Quinn was 5 for 11. Like in
Roman Quinn and Odubel Herrera have really shown themselves, but I think Joey Gallo is still needed for this team. I think he would be a great addition in left or center field for the Phillies. And I believe in that trade, we could pick up, say, another rotation arm from the Rangers. I don't know who their best trade piece of a pitcher is. I know they have Mike Fultonevich. I don't know who else they have.
I don't know. He's nothing special, though.
Yeah, I want to get him. I would probably spend money elsewhere, like get Gallo only from the Rangers and then go get another rotation arm somewhere else.
No, I remember when I thought Joey Gallo was a first baseman. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, you might have to trade. You might have to pick on another piece, just like if they want to get rid of salary along with Joey Gallo.
Yeah, I'm thinking one of my main places would be, say, trade with the Diamondbacks for Mad Bum and Kentel Marte. That would be an epic trade, but that's probably wouldn't happen.
Yeah, no.
So that's what I'm thinking. Go to the Rangers.
I feel like Mad Bum's already on his.
I'm thinking Marquez of the Rockies would probably be a great trade piece so far. Maybe Trevor Story, but maybe Trevor Story too. Maybe this could go either way. Maybe I think it's possible that we could get, say, Story, Marquez, and Gallo, but that's probably not going to happen. But
You're
Also,
gonna
I wouldn't get mad bum. I feel like he's already on his downfall. He's not doing terrible. He already did throw a no hitter with an asterisk on it. Yeah, seriously though, the MLB is afraid to put asterisks on things, aren't they?
yeah,
yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
go ahead, Ben.
The only thing I ask is to get rid of that Scott Kingery money at the break, because obviously that's not going to work out.
Yeah,
I think
No.
more of a windmill baseball hitter when it comes to the baseball. And with the money you paid him, the experiment's over.
he needs to change the scenery. Yeah, he needs to change the scenery, like what Nick Pivetta. He went off and he's doing great things. Cole Everland's doing great things too.
And if you want to like experiment with someone, I guess you can try to do like a Nick Maton, but I'm not sure about that yet. It's
Maybe send Kingery to Boston because he'll probably thrive there.
So I was thinking, it is possible a 3-team trade could occur. This is like my rambling between the Rockies, Rangers, and Phillies. The Phillies would probably send to the Rangers Rafael Marchand. He's gonna be a great trade piece. I'm thinking Francisco Morales, Adam Hazley, and Matt Verling, and a player to be named later, or cash considerations to the Rangers. And then for the other thing of getting, say, Trevor Story and German Marquez,
just give the Rockies money.
That's probably what they're trading. I wouldn't be surprised. But to be completely fair, in thinking the Rockies do have a brain, I would say give them Adonis Medina, Scott Kingery, Mickey Moniak, and
they'll get away with just giving him a single A and a double A prospect as well as cash for Trevor Story.
And I would give them probably Cornelius Randolph. He's going to be a great trade piece, probably.
Dude, the Rockies don't have a brain. Did you not see how much they traded for?
They traded negative 50. They traded negative $50 million. But that would be my thing. If they can get Story, Gallo, and Marquez, that would be a pretty good deadline, in my opinion.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, that could take him at least a
while. Yes, with the possible thing with Bryson Stott. With Bryson Stott, I can see that maybe Segura can be traded to the Rockies in that deal, even though he has a no trade clause, which will complicate things even further.
I
still believe Stott has a future on this team. However, I do believe it's as a second baseman. Because with the free agent market for shortstops next year, I do believe Stott could transition well into a second base role. And with Nick Maton and his great bat, I think he will be a great utility player for the team. I don't think he will be a single position player. That would be
I mean, the only question I have is what are you gonna do with Didi though? That's the problem.
With Didi. So I think the Phillies signed this deal. I mean, with Didi for 2 years, thinking the universal DH will come back next year. And I think that is a very good possibility that the universal DH is implemented next year. And I think that would be perfect for Didi and the Phillies if that happens.
To be honest, I'd be more inclined to put Hoskins at DH because look, as much like I like Hoskins, but he's a brutal fielding first baseman. And then Bohm at third, he obviously we know how he struggles there as well.
I remember the Rhys Hoskins in the outfield experiment. Yeah.
Yeah. Off what you're saying, Alec, I guess that could work. You can move Segura back to third.
No, what I'd be saying is I move Bohm over to first.
Yeah, so Bohm to first. You would have, say, Story or Story of Didi at second or third, as shortstop or third. Yeah. Then you have, say, Segura at shortstop or second base, or Stott even. And then your outfield would be Herrera, Gallo, and Harper, which is pretty decent. And then,
so you're thinking like a get rid of Hoskins or bench him type of thing?
I don't want to get rid. Reese is a great bat, and I think Alec Bohm is more of a defensive.
So where do you see him in that lineup, though?
In that lineup, I would probably have, leading off for the Phillies, I would probably have Gene Segura probably leading off. And then batting second, I would probably have
I feel Reese is probably the only reason why I wouldn't mind having the universal DH, but other than that.
Yeah, so I would still believe probably Bryce will bat third, Gallo will bat fourth, Story probably second, Segura first, and then you just fill out the rest of the lineup.
I get what you're saying. You're putting Reese as a universal DH. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what, and then on your bench you would
Well,
have
Reese can play DH now. I mean,
he is DHing today, so he's batting 270, and he just got a single today, so that's pretty good. Alec Boehm is having a sophomore slump. I bet he'll bounce up back next year. I still think that if the universal DH is implemented next year, and if we can somehow find a way to trade Segura, I think we'll be saving a lot of problems.
You know what? I don't care how poorly Alec Boehm does this year. He pissed off all of Atlanta. I think we're all okay with that.
He is Philly for life because of
Dude,
that.
this man's the most wanted man in Atlanta, even though it was the umpires who made that call. Like 10 out of 10 logic right there.
You know who was the crew chief for that crew?
Oh,
Like,
God.
Angel Hernandez.
Angel Hernandez.
Well, wait, was it Angel or?
No, it wasn't. I think it was Joe West.
Okay,
I don't know who it was.
That's even better.
No, I'd rather have it be Angel Hernandez. More people hate him.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't gotten it. Well, we have had a Joe West game so far this year. We haven't had Angel Hernandez yet. So it can't be.
Joe West game this year.
We have?
No,
Yeah, against the Mets. Yeah, like the very first.
No, we did have the Joe. No, I'm sure you did say we did have the Joe West.
Yeah,
game.
we had a Joe West game. That
We
was the
did
Joe
have an
West
Angel
series.
Hernandez
Was the
game.
Mets series up in New York where we were very bad. We lost in like extra innings like every game.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, okay. Then in that case, yeah, we haven't had a Joe West at home yet, which is
So Angel Hernandez like only has just above a 70% accuracy call.
Yeah,
That's
It's-
pathetic.
it's
Oh wait, did you guys
atrocious.
see that? Earlier this year, it was a Cardinals Rockies game. There was an umpire, but the plate umpire only missed one call. He was near
Yeah,
perfect.
it was
Oh,
high
yeah,
zone.
yeah.
Who was that?
iRobot.
Wait, Ben, who was that?
I forget his name. Is a guy I never heard of, but
It was
apparently
like
he's
a
my
new
new
guy.
favorite.
There goes
Yeah.
Alec.
He's
was like a
he's
newish
probably
umpire.
looking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
So,
yeah.
that was impressive. That was really impressive. Like I don't think an umpire's ever had a perfect game. Like an plate umpire.
I bet
Yeah.
I bet they have. Maybe it just wasn't recorded because they don't have
No.
the
It's probably
technology.
either it hasn't happened or it's been a long
Yeah.
time.
I doubt it's happened because I mean
Yeah.
that the chances of that happening are extremely slim. I mean,
There's probably more likely of a chance of having 2 immaculate innings in one game than that.
it's probably fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And their immaculate innings happen less than perfect games and no hitters, believe it or not.
Mhm. Well, as we transition out of the baseball, please stay tuned as at the All-Star break, Alex Carr will hopefully be joining me and Jared to see how our predictions are for the 2021
Oh boy, that'll be
baseball
terrible.
season. Let's just say they're not looking too good, other than us having the Lowell Mets. And actually, no, I did have the Lowell Mets in first place.
I think I had Lowell Braves than Lowell Mets.
Yeah, like
Maybe
as
I have
our
Lowell Phillies than
as
Mets.
our inspiration Uri tree has said, the Mets have became
The Mets are the
Braves.
Mets.
No, the Mets have became the Braves, and the Braves became the Mets. The Phillies are just the Phillies.
Well, no, but both teams have been extremely injured though, so
Yeah,
the Phillies are still the Phillies.
Yeah, Braves can't catch a break right now, man.
I'm not complaining.
I've
Yeah.
never
I mean, as
seen
much as
it.
it sucks for the players to get injured, I hate the Braves fan base. So
By the way, just for the record, I've probably watched Urinating Tree once. I gotta watch him more often now because
yes, you do. He just posted the Sports Ball May edition for baseball as well. So
Oh, lovely.
yeah. So now we transition to the actual team of the hour.
the Eagles. I'm just kidding.
No, that
I mean, that's the case on the radio, but
we will talk about the Eagles later. I do want to talk about them a little bit, but right now I want to talk about the Sixers. Sixers are up 2-0 against the Washington Popcorn Eaters.
no. You should have saved the joke for Ben. I was about to ask what his favorite.
I was going to say, this was my popcorn joke, Mitchell. I will still make popcorn jokes throughout this segment, but you did steal one from me.
But
go
they'll
ahead.
sound corny.
Oh
I was
no!
gonna say
You
that.
took 2 popcorn jokes.
I think we got butter.
You better stop.
You butter stop. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. All
Before
right.
this thing's gonna pop off.
Dang it!
There
I was
we
supposed to
go.
say that. Okay. Moving
You stole one
on.
from me. I stole one from you, buddy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, anyways, Sixers are in Washington for tonight and Monday. They are looking to sweep the Washington Wizards out of the playoffs after they played themselves in through the play-in round.
The Wizards are going to make a spell and cast popcorn on themselves.
Yeah. So the Sixers, I do believe they'll probably complete the sweep unless something dramatic happens. If anything, it's definitely going to be a 5-game series.
Oh, do you guys see the thing on Twitter? Like, there's this one Wizards fan who is just like, everybody's better than the Sixers starting lineup. Oh, it's Wizards in 4. Oh my god! If the Sixers sweep the Wizards, that will be the biggest eat dookie moment for that guy, and I would laugh. But I don't have Twitter, so you guys are gonna have to do that for me.
But no, Mitchell, I completely agree with you. I mean, I was at game 1 personally.
Oh, really? Oh yeah, that's right, you were.
And watching the big men really dominate JoJo that game. I mean, Robin Lopez played well. Alex Len played well. Daniel Gafford plays surprisingly well. By the way, he is crazy athletic, Daniel Gafford.
Yeah, he is.
He is good. And, we really got eaten up inside. I mean, Beal did what Beal usually does, but Russ did not do what Russ usually does. I mean, Russ is more
Russ
dangerous.
is a little choking hazard right now.
So the Wizards had a almost perfect game with the exception of Russell Westbrook, and they still lost. Honestly, because Tobias balled out, Embiid did what he needed to do, and then Simmons did the quiet, workload. And then game 2 was an utter domination because we played like we're supposed to, and they didn't. So if we play like that, games 3 and 4, we'll be in the next round for sure. Sweet, that's it.
I mean, Gafford's a good player. He'll be someone to watch in the next few years, and then same with like Thomas Bryant, who's currently out right now. I like him too, but the thing is, the Wizards team overall, other than Bill, is absolutely brutal. If you weren't on that team, they would easily be a lottery team.
I interrupt you, but I would like to say I did forget one player that would actually be looking to watch out for in the next few games. Rui Hachimura is really dangerous because he's an inside presence for JoJo, and then he can also shoot. So he's a double threat there. So you either have to get out on him or be inside the paint. He did really well game 1. So I would like to see what he does game 3 and 4. But yeah, go ahead, Alec.
Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to look up his stat in the first game. I think he's a good player. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But I'm also thinking that again I don't the Wizards do not nearly have the talent, and the guy honestly I don't like either I think David Bertans is way more dangerous than Rudy Hachimura, because Bertans, last game before him, I'll be honest, last game he was awful. He was brutal, but the first
0
game,
points, 6 fouls in 20 minutes.
He was brutal game 2, but game 1 he was laying it up from behind the arc, and he often will torture the Sixers. I've found that in recent years. But again, I don't see the Wizards. I don't see them doing anything of anything of stature, because I think game 1 was their best game, and if they didn't win that, then it would be all be over. And if the Sixers wins tonight, then that effectively ends the series, because there's been has never been a team that's come back down from 3-0.
Yeah, you know what? They said the same thing about the 2004 Red Sox. You know what happened. Isn't that right, Ben? There's always a first time. The Sixers were the last team to win as an 8 seed. It hasn't happened again. It's almost happened. There were a lot of blown 3-1 series leads last year. The Sixers are the Sixers. They can get in their own way for the last 4 games.
I would appreciate if you don't make New York Yankees joke on a Philly sports podcast. Thank you, Jared.
Too bad.
Okay.
He comes to someone who is
just the backstory. My relatives are from the Bronx, so the Yankees are my second favorite team. That's Jared's joke.
Okay. Anyway.
So, anyways, going around the rest of the NBA, the Brooklyn is leading their series 2-1 as Jason Tatum scored 50 points last night in order to carry the Boston Celtics over the Brooklyn Nets.
Boston Tatums.
The Dallas Mavericks finally lost. Right? Yeah, the Celtics won. And the Clippers finally won a game in their series, as they are still down 2-1
against Dallas, right?
Yes, and the Atlanta is beating the Knicks 2-1. Denver is beating the Nuggets. I mean, no, Denver is beating the
Denver is beating the
Trailblazers
Nuggets. Yes, they're beating
2 to
themselves in this
1.
series. Sounds like the Sixers, everyone.
And then we have Milwaukee right now is losing to the Miami Heat, but they're up 3-0.
They can lose that game. There's not really much of a point in it.
Yeah.
Celtics did that with us a few years ago. I mean, it's not that big of a deal for them.
Yeah, with the remaining games, it looks like it's 3-0 Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
So
Plus,
what's
they can go back home. They can go back home after the win. Just kill them there.
yeah.
Drag them back to their den.
Yeah, right now it looks like it's going to be Milwaukee, Brooklyn, and the Sixers Hawks in our side of the bracket. And then on the other side of the bracket, it's looking like the Grizzlies and Jazz are tied 1-1, but I think the Jazz will come out and still win that game. The Lakers are beating the Suns 2-1, and the Trailblazers are down 2-1, but I think Denver will still come out on top in that game. So if that works, that would be if the
Atlanta's only up 2 games. Wait, Mitchell, like Atlanta's only up 2-1, right?
yeah, if it but I think like Julius Randle keeps like he's the source of the Nets, but he hasn't really Knicks, but he hasn't really been doing that well. He was good in game 1 and they
Well,
won.
Derrick Rose has actually been balling
Derrick
out
Rose has
there.
been falling off. Like he's really good like so far right now.
I still think that they're the higher seed. They have a chance. It's only 2-1, and then it's gonna be 2-2 probably or
2-2.
3-1, and then they get to go back home to MSG. So still,
Yeah.
they have a chance.
Yeah, they have a chance. I'm not. Yeah.
What about like RJ Barrett? I mean, I feel like he's been pretty good to that series, right?
That dude's Duke, right? He went to Duke.
Yeah.
He's a Duke player.
RJ Barrett has been okay. He hasn't been outstanding for say. He hasn't been like everybody talk about RJ Barrett, but like he's doing well.
No, everyone was talking about Zion, buddy.
Yeah.
That
I think right now the biggest upset it looks like that may or may not happen is going to be the Lakers over the Suns. The Suns have not been able to do.
that's
pretty
not an
well.
upset at all. That
It
is
is.
not an upset.
The Suns are the number
No,
2
it's
seed. The
not.
Lakers are the 7th seed.
The Suns are the Suns. They're run by a piece of crap, and they're playing LeBron. That's not an upset.
I mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
Suns
I don't
swept
care.
the
what
Lakers in
seeding
their
says.
season
That's not an
series.
upset.
You can tell the Lakers didn't care throughout the regular season because they kept resting Davis and LeBron.
And LeBron was hurt that one game.
Yeah.
I just hope LeBron loses at some point. I don't want him to go to the finals because that's gonna be. Twitter will be a very toxic place if that happens.
Who would they play next round?
They would play if the Lakers move on. They would play the higher seed, so that would most likely be the Jazz and Rudy Gobert.
Okay,
and
so-
Donovan Mitchell and yeah.
I don't know. I mean that seems I could see the Lakers beating them too. I mean that's gonna. I think. I mean if they win this series, I could see them going to at least to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly.
So moving on to our next subject, we got. I was to quickly do this before we go into hockey. We got the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's just gonna be one question to you guys: should the Eagles go out and pursue Julio Jones in a trade?
No,
No.
I don't. I don't.
Very-
I don't
They don't need
I'm
him.
like a guy who says in the show, yeah, I know you didn't know, but you gotta be careful what you say. And I don't like guys who completely like bail out on their teams like what Julio's doing right now. So that tells me he's not a great locker room culture, and also he's getting up there. He's getting kind of old, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Julio Jones is.
I feel like he's been around forever.
Well, the first thing you look up on Google is Julio Jones Eagles.
Well, of course, if we're from this area. It's going to give you the local things first.
If it says 32 years old.
He's
How old is Julio,
Yeah.
by the way?
32.
21. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
He's
no.
He's got to be
He's
30.
too old. He's too old. He's done.
Let's see what ESPN has to say and all of their things. Why is Jones market? I don't care. I just want to see what your offers are for him. It says Baltimore in a proposed deal would send the Falcons a 2022 second rounder and the Chiefs 2022 fifth rounder, and the Falcons would pick up $4 million of Jones's $15.3 million guaranteed salary. I think the Ravens would be a pretty good place for him. Go play for.
Ravens already have like
Lamar.
8 different receivers.
They do,
Wait, is Snead gone though?
huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Snead's gone though. So maybe never mind. They have 7.
Here's the Patriots offers: 2022 second rounder and a quarterback, Jared Stidham. I mean,
I remember when he was
Mohamed
still on. He
Sanu
beat
did not work
Alabama.
out at all for them.
Oh no. Oh, Jared Stidham actually beat Alabama in college, right?
What college did he go
He was
to?
on the Auburn. He was
That's
he was
right.
the quarterback when they won in 2017.
Oh yeah.
And it
Yeah,
says
Bo
here,
Nix has also beaten Auburn.
yeah, here's the 49ers offer.
Oh,
2022 second
excuse me,
rounder.
He beaten Alabama.
Yeah,
He probably
2022
has beaten
second
Auburn,
rounder
though.
and a
I meant Alabama.
2023 fourth rounder. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Eagles at all on this list. And then the Titans would send a third rounder and a linebacker, Rashawn Evans. And it says the Falcons would take the 49ers offer. I
But
mean,
why?
I don't know. I like the Falcons right now. I think they said they're just looking for a second round pick and like a late round pick. Like, if I really do want them, but to be honest, if I would give up the later of our first round picks next year, I would give them 1 first round pick for Julio Jones. We already have like 15 next year. I give them the Colts like the Colts one that we get for
first round picks next year.
we have like 5 or 4, right?
No,
3.
we have 2 first round picks next year, I believe. 2
We have
or
3. Well, it's 2 right now guaranteed, and then a third that depends on how Carson Wentz does. I think we give him the Carson Wentz the Carson Wentz.
The conditional second round pick. I mean,
Set-
it
yeah.
can't be a first. I mean, I can't.
I would say
We
give
already
him
have
that, so then we don't have to cheer.
we
for
already
Dolphins.
have we have the Dolphins first rounder next year, right?
Correct. And then we have our first round
Yes.
pick, and then we have the conditional second that could turn into the Colts first round pick.
I would not have a problem trading one of those first round picks, but I mean, but I would rather not use it on Julio Jones. I'd rather use it on a younger receiver.
Yeah, agreed. But like, granted, you get another development guy for all your young receiving staff with Jalen Reagor and now Devontae Smith. And also, it's a pretty good deal, to be honest, with Zach Ertz possibly being released in the coming weeks. I think it would be a pretty good thing. Or maybe you try to trade Zach Ertz to even though they have Kyle Pitts now, it would be kind of worthless. But I mean,
no, yeah, you don't want to trade Zach Ertz to Atlanta.
Yeah, plus we
I
play
feel
them
like
first
you want
week
to trade
too,
him
so that would not
to an
be.
AFC team.
They're trying to, but they said for the right price. So if we send them like a first conditional second or first,
I
round
also
pick, they
wouldn't
would
mind
accept
sending
it.
him to the NFC West either.
So here's what Bleeding Green Nation said: Pros, Julio Jones is still talented, helps develop Jalen Hurts,
Literally everything.
gives Eagles a potentially elite offense, would generate excitement among the fan base.
Now, you can have an elite receiver, but you need a better offensive line to have a good.
Taking advantage of a weaker NFC East, losing here's the cons: losing a QB trade chip, which would be losing that conditional second round. Brissett Jones' age is catching up to him. Salary cap issues means holes at other positions are ignored, and Jones wants to play for a winner.
Oh yeah, the Eagles are not going to be winning next year.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it says in their vote, it says that 181 people said yes, 942 people said no.
Yes. I would say no.
I mean, our line won't be I think our line will actually be pretty good next year because we're getting both Brooks
Johnson,
and
yeah.
Johnson back, and then we're also getting Dillard back.
Jason Peters needs to retire as well.
Oh, he's not on the team anymore.
Oh, he's not.
He's a free agent.
Oh, either way,
Jason Peters retired. Played 2 years too late. He should have been done 2 years.
No, Jason Peters should retire 2 years ago. You know.
Yes, I agree.
Should have retired on top
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what they're gonna. I'm wondering if Dickerson will play this year. Actually, I mean,
Dickerson right now, from what people are saying, they're saying like
Corey
Nate Johnson
Dickerson
has said that he's like showing off and like he's showing really good talent. So I think he was a really good pick if these what they're saying turns out to be true.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, we know he's an insanely good lineman, so that could be a potential good pick. But again, a lot of risk in the second round. And my guess is that the reason they drafted him was to be Kelsey's replacement. That they're preparing for life after Kelsey.
Yeah, I think Kelsey's done maybe after this year, maybe the year after. I think Kelsey's still going to be great for the team. But granted, Kelsey is getting older, so you do have to plan safe. If he does get injured, you have to have a valuable backup. And I think Dickerson would be perfect. Alabama. Was he the center for when what's it called? Was there? Hurts was at Alabama? Was he? Or was he like a second string guy?
I don't think. Wait. Hurts left after the 2018 season, right?
2018. This guy is a
Yeah. So
senior.
Dickerson, I believe, he was there.
He
I
was
don't know if
there, but I don't know
starting
if he was
though.
like the starting. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Bradley Bozeman would have been the start. No. I'm pretty sure Bozeman was a tackle.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I know he was there. I just don't think I don't know if he played though.
So before we transition away from the Eagles, please let us know down in the comments below whether you do or do not want Julio Jones on the Philadelphia Eagles for the 2021-22
Or in the
football
premier
season.
chat if you're
If you
there.
do comment,
Yeah.
please make sure it's spelled N-O. That's grammatically correct.
Now we're going to transition to our final topic for today, the Stanley Cup playoffs. Even though we are not, other than Jared and I think you guys follow around hockey a little bit, but we can at least laugh at the fact that the Penguins have lost.
Yeah, I did. I have
Yay.
successfully jinxed the Penguins. Woo!
Going back, I kind of said that in the beginning that Jared will jinx the Penguins, and what did you know? They lost in the first round again. This
Mitchell,
time
if I said yes, I am going to jinx the Penguins, then they would have won the Stanley Cup. So that's why I waited until they lost.
Don't they
Yes.
have like no picks now?
Oh yeah, Jim Rutherford traded away all of them, so they don't have any. They have like 3 picks.
Yeah, Tristan Jarry. You want to talk about it? Anyways, so we now know that the first game of the second round is tonight, Bruins Islanders, but we got game 6 of the Maple Leafs Canadiens also tonight. So
what happened in Vegas, by the way?
Vegas, they won in
game
game 7. They Wild ran out of gas. It would have been amazing to see the Wild
they
come
got
out.
obliterated. It was like 6-2.
Yeah, it was close after the first period. I mean,
first period and a half, and then Vegas.
and then the Wild just
I
ran
don't
out
really
of
like
gas.
the Knights because I do feel like they are kind of a little bit entitled as a team, though.
Then again, the Wild did put up a good fight, and I
like Robin Leonard for sure, but I feel like they're not it's not like I hate them. Like my least favorite Western Conference team is by far the Blackhawks. But anyway.
So moving on. Yeah, so right now the Winnipeg Jets swept the Edmonton
McDavid. The Edmonton McDavids. Yeah, no, the Edmonton McDavids, Dreisaitl's, Nugent Hopkins.
Yeah.
They blew another 3-goal lead in 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I would love to see the Jets Maple Leafs just because
they're going back in time to the Honda Center 2017.
But yeah, so who did I say would win? I think I said
I don't remember. I have a feeling we might have said the Oilers.
No, I didn't say the Oilers. I think I had the Maple Leafs Carolina in the final.
Oh, in the final. I thought you were talking about that series. In the final? No, you said them and no, you didn't say them in Boston. You said them and no, I don't remember.
Boston. I had Boston losing first round, and I was already wrong about that.
Yes, so was I, and I'm happy about that one.
So here's the bracket right now. So this is the bracket right now. It's going to be the winner of the Maple Leafs and Canadiens versus the Jets.
Okay, we already know that. And then it's
Avalanche,
Bruins, Islanders, Avalanche, Knights, and then the cap limit is the reason why the Knights are not home for Game 7 this game.
Yep,
and then it's Carolina and Tampa.
Yep,
I see Tampa winning that series.
Yeah, so with our current predictions, I have Bruins and I have the Hurricanes winning.
Oh, I have who are the Bruins? I actually see the Islanders winning, but at the same time, I really, 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 especially now, I want them to lose. Because remember in 2018 in the wild card game when the Yankees were chanting, "We want Boston." Remember how that went? And the Islanders started chanting, "We want Boston." So I hope they get absolutely destroyed.
I feel like taking a look at Tampa though, weren't they without their best player for like all of the season?
Oh, the best player.
Stamkos.
No, Nikita Kucherov. We're talking about Nikita Kucherov. Yes,
Yeah.
they were, but they're still good.
I mean,
They're
yeah.
Tampa.
So it's not that it's very rare where you see a team that dominant without one of their star
I
players.
honestly can see Tampa going really far.
Yeah, I have Tampa. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I thought that the Penguins would have ended up. I thought the Penguins were either going to go really far or not very far. There was no in between. But like, turns out that there was this. They didn't go very far. So now I honestly see Tampa winning the going to the final. Wait. Mitchell plays the East, right?
Yes. So like, and on the other side of the bracket, I have the Jets going to the finals against the Avalanche, and then I think I have the Avalanche should move on, but I want to see the Winnipeg get to the final. I want to see Winnipeg.
The Winnipeg get to the final.
Yeah, I want to see Winnipeg Hurricanes. That would be my weird final. And then I don't care who wins. I'll be happy for if one of them wins. I want Winnipeg to win.
The weird final would be Boston versus Toronto.
Oh God, that would be ugly.
No, I seriously hope Toronto blows the series because why not?
Because why not? Exactly.
No,
So
I would love
now let's transition into our final thoughts about today. What is your final thoughts about today's episode, Alec?
I mean, my final thoughts today. I mean, the Sixers, I think, are in a really good position right now. I think that they'll win 4 or 5. I don't. Again, all depending on if they feel like they need a sweep. They need to get a sweep, win games 3 and 4, and then be done with it, or if they feel like they can rest some guys for game 4 and then come back game 5 and clobber them at home.
Yeah.
100% capacity of fans. And then next round, I think they'll win in 5 because neither the Knicks nor the Hawks impress me all that much. I think they're good teams, but they'll get smashed by either the Bucks, Nets, or Sixers.
Yeah.
And then Phillies wise get.
Why are you saying the Bucks, Nets, or Sixers? You think they'll beat the Sixers?
What?
Sorry, you said the Bucks, Nets, or Sixers. You really think they're going to beat the Sixers?
No.
I feel like when you were saying that, I feel like you were kind of implying that. So, but I mean, I do know what you're saying though.
Yeah.
Phillies. All right, keep going.
Yep. Phillies wise, please trade for a reliever and a left fielder. McCutcheon, I like him, but he's a very
broken.
Liability.
He's played for both sides of Pennsylvania.
He just struck out on 3 consecutive pitches, all swinging, and he wasn't even close to each pitcher. Yeah. I mean, each pitch.
Are you watching the game right now?
I have Gamecast on right now, so I'm following along. Reese Hoskins is up. So, anyways,
how did you know that he swung and missed? It wasn't even close to the pitch.
Alex Carr, who was our first tweeted about it, saying that he just looks really broken right now. He's batting 200.
Luckily, though,
what's that called? The Mendoza line. There we go.
Yeah. Quinn has a 157 average right now, and Bohm has a 212.
Hey, it's better than it's like 0.04 or whatever it was.
Zach Wheeler right now has a batting average of
300.
It doesn't say because he's not batting today, but
is he pitching?
He has 7 strikeouts through 3 innings.
Yeah, Wheeler's pretty good. He has a really good chance of starting the All-Star game this year.
He should be an All-Star.
I can see both him and Eflin potentially getting good enough votes.
Maybe definitely not. No, I can see probably. I don't know.
When was the last time the Phillies have had more than one of their players go to the All-Star game? I feel like it's
forever.
Literally
forever.
Yeah.
Like not since the dynasty days, I feel like.
Not since the dynasty. Yeah, definitely not. Not since then. All right, Ben, what's your final thoughts?
All right, I'm going to keep this short and brief, and I think I may write a new book about this Sixers playoff series. You know the book you give a mouse a cookie. You know the book you give a mouse a cookie.
Oh,
yeah. Boy. Oh no.
If you take Russ to the movies, you buy him some popcorn.
You don't want to get him popcorn because it'll kill you. Oh,
then he'll come out swinging.
I'm going to buy that book. I'll be the first one.
But in other news, the Sixers only have 14 more W's to go before we raise a trophy. Hopefully, knock on wood.
But anyway,
I'm getting any more than 10.
But anyway, this Phillies team has a lot of work. I mean, we need to get a reliever situation order, and especially Nola. He's got to get his act together. hopefully before, but especially after the All-Star break.
Agreed.
And then
I still believe
yeah.
this team. Oh, sorry, just to cut in here.
we got a Mitchell cutoff. Yay.
I was just saying, I still before you continue, I just want to say I still held the belief that this team can make a great second half run with the trade deadline, with all the talent that's going on. We just signed Jorge Bonifacio, and he had 4 home runs and 7 at bats in
Where was
Double
he
A.
before this? I keep
Kansas
forgetting.
City. Kansas
Right.
City.
I was about to
He's
say,
gonna be a
oh,
great
did he
depth
go to the White
piece.
Sox too?
And
Or no?
no, I don't think so. But I still believe that Dave Dombrowski has delivered a World Series run to each of the teams he's been with, and I don't think he's fail with his promise here.
And my final thought to the Phillies is, how are you going to react when Rhys Hoskins goes cold?
That's
honestly, because he's super streaky, Sozo Duval, and it's going to happen. Not that it's like it's not going to be like, oh, maybe it won't happen. No, it's going to happen. How are we going to react?
Yeah, agreed. I mean, now you at least know that Brad Miller is a great bat to be replacing.
Yes.
Andrew Knapp can play first base also. And also you have Alec Bohm, but he's not doing too hot right now.
Needs to be able to hit an inside pitch.
Yeah. But with this team, I still have great hope in it. Once this team gets finally its act together, all the injuries are gone. Once we finally solidify a pitching rotation and we figure out how to catch a baseball and throw it, I think this team will be very great.
Throw a baseball.
I think we're going to be very great for and especially if the NL East is still struggling, I think we will come out on top. Jared, what are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, you guys pretty much mentioned all that. The only thing else is that I've already said this though. I'm going to be the first one to buy Ben's book if that's the case. If you give a Russ a popcorn, if you take a Russ to the movies,
be in Barnes and Noble by Thursday.
Yeah, I will definitely. I am definitely going to buy that book, and I'm going to read. That will be my kid's bedtime story if I have any. That's the key word though. If.
No, if they end up actually winning, if they win the NBA
movie.
title and Ben Simmons hits that game-winning 3, I'll give you the $1,000 to write that book, Ben, and publish it.
I appreciate it.
All right.
No.
Wait, what?
If that's the case, I might just give it to Ben then, not to you.
I don't know. I might give him only 500. You don't know. All right, anyways, this has been episode 13 of the Liberty for Philly podcast. Hopefully this one has been a lucky one because of the lucky number 13. If you like the podcast, make sure to drop a like and drop some comments down below if you want us to discuss some things or your thoughts on the Julio Jones pursuit.
Or anything.
Let us know, or just anything. Leave a like.
If you want to laugh at me, we'll go right ahead.
Yeah. Our Twitter is also in the description. New podcast every Sunday, as always. See you guys next time.